You know, a lot of people think that they can go through life making up rules as they go along, you know. And that's, I'm telling you right now, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay. You can say what you want. You can pretend what you want. But the universe don't play that. It's as simple as that. I'm going to keep it to you 100% like I always do. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, you know, left or right, you know, whatever. You know, you know what I mean? You got to pay the piper. You're going to be held accountable for everything for everything you do and everything you think. You're going to be held accountable. I'm telling you now. I'm here to sound the warning. Yeah, you don't want to listen to these videos because they speak straight to you. I don't come on here trying to, you know, make people think a certain way. You go ahead and think this the way that you want to think. Like the Godfather said, make no difference to me what a man does for a living. You know what I'm saying? But he told Sollozzo, hey, but what you're doing is a little bit dangerous. You know, running that drug business. That's what the conversation was all about. But it goes farther than that. You see, you're going to reap what you sow. You know, if you're Antifa and you out there, you know, hurting people and whatever, I'm going to call you out. If you're a Trumpian and you're out there hurting people, I'm going to call you out. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm an independent. And I'm independent in the most important place. Bam! Right here. Okay? Nobody's going to tell me how to think. At the same time, that doesn't keep me from doing the right thing. From thinking the right thing. You see, there's a difference. You can't go running out here making up your rules. The universe got laws, baby. Okay? They got laws. You can go ahead and hurt people and, you know, make up rules as you go along, you know, as long as it favors your party and this kind of thing. But see, at the end of the day, the universe always says, okay, but there's a price. There's a price for that. You can do it. You know, the universe is full of magnificent and wonderful things, but it's also full of it's full of magnificence, giant magnificence, and incredible things. At the same time, okay, it's full of incredible and giant perversions too. And see, all of them things have recompense. You gotta rectify all that. All that behavior, you gotta rectify that. You ain't gonna be able to go out there and do it and see, not have to, you know, kick up the currency. As I told you before, my grandfather said, don't write a check your ass can't cash. What that means is that whatever you do, there's consequences with that. Positive and negative. I love Christ. I love Christ's teachings. I more than believe in his teachings. I follow his teachings. But I ain't a damn Christian. Okay? Don't you call me no Christian. A Christ will be rolling in his... strike that. Christ is tripping in heaven right now. He's tripping. Because of the perversion of his teachings. Christ did not teach that... just because some dude says that he's pro-life, at the end of the day, if he's over here playing grab ass with these women, Okay? No. That you can't reconcile both. If you can't say, if you can't come out and if you're standing up there with his word in your hand, okay, and there are people over there suffering, and you showboating, there's recompense for that. Christ ain't Christ didn't teach nothing like that. We're holding the Bible up. When he was around, there wasn't no Bible. It was just word of mouth. It was the oral tradition. See, yeah. I love the teachings of Muhammad. Nobody will mistake me for Islamist. You know what I mean? No, I'm not. You know, he believed in discipline and fair play and expressiveness of the spirituality overall. Not just the Jews, but he's saying that the brothers over here understood it too. That's what his teaching was. I know him. You know, we ain't like that, but I know him, and I know that he ain't teaching terrorism. I know he ain't teaching that they're the greatest, that they're the greatest because of their skin. Get out of here. Nah, He tripping too. I practice Buddhism, but I ain't a Buddhist. What? What you say, teacher? That's right. I ain't none of them. Okay? It's a Zen saying, if you see the Buddha walking on the road, chop the Buddha's head off. That means that you got to think for yourself. You know, I don't have to keep going through this over and over again. You know what's right and what's wrong. You know when there's 100 and something congressmen, as I've talked about this before, there's 100 and something congressmen going to sign on to something that fool talking about, okay? It's always been there. That ain't just manifest itself in this moment. And they not following him. They are supporting him. He is a reflection of their thoughts. That's what they think. That's what they believe in. That's what they support. That's what they push forward. That's what their sleeping day. That's all inside of them. Why does the media keep talking about, you know, they just following him because they're afraid? No, they're not following. They're not following Trump because they're afraid of him. They're supporting his behavior because that's what they believe in. He is a representation of what they are. All day, all night. Okay? And when the mugs that I talked about, the Republicans that jumped ship, and they said, wait a minute, that's too far. That's too far for this. That's too far for this. When they jump ship and they give up all that, they're coming to the realization that I gotta answer for that when I go to sleep at night. I can't sleep well on that one. No, William Barr said, I can't sleep well on, lying to you, saying that the election was rigged. I can't sleep on that. You know what I mean? Cribbs said, I can't sleep on that. Yeah, you hired me to do a job. This is what I found. The election was cool. No, and what? You ain't trying to feel that? How you going to hire me to do a job? Whether hell come high water, you should be respecting the work that I do, that you put forth. But see, he's showing you what he is. And the 106 are showing you what they are and what they have been always. This is not a recent manifestation. There was a congressman who just became an independent. I forgot his name. And he said what I said a month ago. It's all about power. That they don't want to give up power. That they can't. They can't give up power, the kind of power that they feel that is everything that is America. They can't get that up. You know what I mean? You know why? Because they don't want to have to deal with paying the piper. At the end of the day, okay, they realize, man, this is how they was treated when they was minorities. And now, we the minority. So whatever it takes, lie, cheat, conspiracy theories, jumping up and around, everything, whatever it takes, I don't want to be what they were. That's what this is all about. And see, that's the disease that we just found a cure for. See what I'm saying? We, the people, did something that the federal government couldn't do. A couple of years back, or a year or so back. And what was that? We, the people, by majority, impeached Trump. Okay? That's why I understand the collective. That's why I understand what it all means to be an American. I love my country. I, for the most part, believe in going out there and going to go get it. And a lot of black men feel that way too. But they don't want that. Because what that means is that if a black man feels equal to me, that he can say no to this and yes to that, that he can have real choices, that he can have real substantive lifestyle, the fruit of happiness. If he can really have that kind of freedom, the kind of freedom that I've been feeling for hundreds of years, and then now I have to face what he has felt, they don't want that. They can't deal with that. So that's where we are now. And that's why the niceties and the, okay, you know, this is about an honor system. No, this has got to be written in law. It's got to be written in stone. It's got to be written on paper. It's got to be written on the cyber. All of that. So that the next president to try to come in, he got to put up or shut up. That's where we are right now. Those days of honor and niceties are done. We have to put our president, we have to put the executive branch back in balance with the other three branches. I want to thank you all for watching my videos. And you know, our 20 subscribers, we're still strong. I'd like to get a few more, but okay, if we don't, that's fine. I will be doing a couple more videos and then taking just a slight break for the new year, and then I'll be back. But no, don't worry, I'll be back out here again. And once again, I want to thank all my subscribers, all 20 of you, and I'll keep it up for you, the people. I'll see you next time.